spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Finds his big tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Using his legs, it's Washington. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Using the quick game. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. Quick toss. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Extra point here will tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Wilson. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Baylor. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see...
Oh, he's got some space. It's a running room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Georgia going up tempo. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Still on his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Syracuse. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the catch. It's Cameron. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Up-tempo for the offense. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Robertson. He unleashes a long one. Finds his open man. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He's loose. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Makes the grab, it's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to take a shot. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Buys a little extra time. On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Delton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the ground, it's Washington. There he goes. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route, he got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He wants to change this route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the top.
Wide open spaces. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Got a man, it's Washington. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Ready to fire from the pistol. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. Turning
on the Jets. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They get to him as he throws. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten
picked off to stop the threat. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Snaps it in the shotgun. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20.
That's a decision I think the head coach is going to be questioned about after this football game, because you could have just tied the game easily with an extra point kick. You went for the lead. You come up short. Do you have time? Can your defense get you the ball back to give you an opportunity to win this one?
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Looking to scramble. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back on the option. The give. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Dogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The quarterback takes a knee. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And down to a knee? I guess that's one option. Now facing a third and long. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. And they'll take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And down to a knee? I guess that's one option. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Now facing a 4th and long. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
At the end of the day, guys, football is just a game of execution. It doesn't matter on what down it comes. 4th down that time, you just don't get it done, so chalk that one up to the defense.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Quarterback may change this route. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the left side.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now he's looking to throw it. The short hands. It's Branch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the 1st down, not by much.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Robertson. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
He's got the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Wilson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Now improvising. All kinds of time before he fires right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two, and they go on top 8-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the grab at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.